Hi guys, it's Nige at 𝘆𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗿 Estate Agents, and I hope you're well today. And I want to welcome you to my property tour because we're down in a very cute small cul-de-sac in a very sought after village of Bromham. The sun is beating in my face, which is great. There's a lovely detached property in there behind me that's going to go on the market today. It's a 4-bedroom detached. It backs onto lovely woodland. There's countryside walks around you. You know, there's 4 bedrooms inside, like I said. There's a new roof. It was re-roofed about a year ago. There's new double glazing, new boiler. There's a carport just in there behind me. You can see all that woodland in there behind as well. And also there's a garage as well. Downstairs, loo, as you'd expect. Living room, separate dining room, kitchen and conservatory. You can even extend it if you wanted to, not through the kitchen. There's so much you could do with this property. But it is on the market today, and with all my tours, as you know, I will spin the camera around and we'll talk about the amenities of Bromham, because it's a thriving village. It's a decent village. It's a very well sought after village of Wiltshire. And then what we'll do, we'll go through that new that double glazed door there, and we'll have a decent explore around this property in Huntsmead, Bromham. And there, now I can turn the camera around, I can actually show you the red brick and the detached property that is off at 9 Huntsmead, Bromham. Plenty of parking, as you can see outside. There's some beautiful, absolutely beautiful countryside walks. You can see all the woodland around there, and it just wraps around all these buildings in behind there. And Huntsmead is a small cul-de-sac. There's similar detached properties in and around Huntsmead. And I think these look like they were built in the late 70s, maybe early 80s as well. Bromham, as you know, has got St Nicholas Church. The late poet Thomas Moore has laid to rest there. There's other countryside walks with it. You've got a decent pub, greyhounds, you've got butchers. It's just a thriving community. It's also equidistant really from our bustling town of Melksham. You can get to 𝘃𝗍𝗍𝗶, Calne and Chippenham, also from Bromham. It's a decent address. It's one of the most, I would say, highly favoured or requested villages that we get asked for. Well, now we've got a detached property ready to be bought today, you know, just winking in front of us. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through that door, and then we're going to explore this property in Huntsmead, Bromham. And like I said, it's just ample parking. You can bring your car in there. You can have parking for 1, parking for 2, maybe 3. But let's say 2 or 3 cars in there. You could use the garage. Most people don't. They've also, this over the years, has been grown up to give you a nice little eyesight or line of privacy from when you're sitting in the lounge when we go in. There's a little storm porch there. Let's go through this door. Let's take a decent look around. Just before we do go in, there is side access, which we will check out later. There's a bit of access and a storage shed in behind, and then we'll show you that lovely aspect at the rear, the views that you've got with this property. So just go down the pathway. Before we do, let me just turn this camera around, and there you can just see the extra parking that you do get there, and there. So say 2, maybe 3 cars, ample parking. Little front section here, which we'll go and explore later, but that just gives you that privacy as you go in. Entrance door too, and then you're greeted with a, let's call it an entrance area here. Flooring, door opening up into the cloakroom radiator. There you can see low level 𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗃 washhand basin, little tiled splash back there, and then that obscure double glazed window, just bringing in a little bit of light into that cloakroom. As with all my tours, as you know, I spin the camera around just to show you the entrance door, and this is new. I remember these guys, they're brilliant people. I sold this to them a number of years ago, and even sold it to the owners before that. It's a lifestyle move. They want to move to a different area, still retain access to the schools, and they're just looking to trade up, as simple as that. But brilliant people. They've made some improvements to the property, which we've covered off. But this is the entrance hall. Let's turn this camera around. Let's pop in to the living room. Nice sized living room, guys. 2 double glazed windows just to that front aspect. Like I said, you know, you've got a feature fireplace here, which is the focal point of the room. But when they moved into here, they replaced these windows, and then they just put that extra hedging up there to the front, just to give you more privacy, I guess, to the development. There's not a lot of houses here, or a lot of activity. People obviously live here, but it's just a cute little idea. You could take them down again, but me personally, I think they should just stay there. Radiator there to the left. Plenty of areas here for freestanding units. Obviously your sofa unit can go this side. I can imagine people putting a TV that side or above the fireplace there. There's a radiator that runs alongside that sofa, but it's a big enough room. This is a really good sized living room. I love the fact you've got these 2 windows. You could cut down those trees if you want to halfway section. It will bring in some, and it will flood the room with natural light in due course. When we do these videos, we get a lot of compliments on these videos. It's not only to bring down barriers with people, because we're showing you what's on offer, and if there's the work that needs to be done or if it has been done, we will tell you, but also to demonstrate the possibilities of a home. We'll give you some ideas and you might use them, you might not, but that's why we're here. And we like to keep, even with this property, there'll be some ideas that we give you along the way. But a decent sized living room nonetheless. Let's pop back through here. Then you can see the stairs. They'll just climb and go to the first floor landing, and then that landing will go from left to right. Come back through here, and then you're greeted with, let's call it the dining room. It's another living room, whatever. Good size, as you can see, patio windows. We'll have a look at in a minute. Again, a sofa suite there. Nice shelving unit. I'm not sure if that's staying or not. If it's taken, they'll take it. If not, it'll stay. But it's a decent shelving unit currently. But I do think that might go. And there's an understairs storage cupboard. We've all seen understairs storage cupboards, so I don't really need to tell you much more about that. And let me just turn this around, because now you can start to see the size of this extra room here, this dining room, because the kitchen is there. Now, there's a hint to what I mentioned earlier about giving you some ideas, because some people, only some, might look to open these 2 rooms up, take this wall away. That's an option. But you could have an option from the kitchen where the conservatory is to take the conservatory down and bring it out. And I'll just give you a sneak preview out there, because that's your garden and those are the trees. It's been, obviously you can see the fence line is where your boundary is, but you do have permission to walk all around this field, all into this woodland and all across by the owner of the land. No issues with that. You're just not allowed to build another house in there, but you've got the freedom to do that, which is quite cool. Bring the camera around just to show you that the doors go off. Remember, that's your living room. There's a cloakroom in there from your porch or hallway, and then we're into this kitchen. And of course, kitchens are kitchens. They've got eye-level cupboards. They're usually integrated with an extract fan, or you've got base units as well. This one's got space for cooker. Sink units over there, double glazed door. That just gives you an access point into another room, which we'll cover off in a minute. Area here for seating. But like I said, if I just knock on there and we knock on this wall here, you can see that the potential, possibly if people want open plan living, is to come from here, open it up, and then I think that could be like a pièce de la résistance. That could be a very, very nice kitchen family, kitchen dining room, whatever you want to call it. The other option is to go that way, and I have seen people do it, and I have seen people extend it going out as well. Just bring this camera around. Obviously got radiator, and there's your kitchen, little storage there, space for white goods. Come back out here, and then you've got the additional conservatory. Personally, I think if you're not going to extend it out where you keep the conservatory here, it's a useful area really. It's another storeroom if you like. It's useful for that. It's double glazed construction, but I think you could put a better one in here. I'm not going to lie. Little patio area there, and then the little fence line that goes across. And look at the stunning views. I'm going to show you from the elevation views so you can see the countryside that's around you. And it really is countryside here. Bromham's renowned for that. It's such a lovely village with a thriving community. Of course, when I open this door, you're going to see that's your garage. Garages are going to be filled with bits and pieces. There is power connected. There is a carport outside, as you know, and then you've got you've got the up and over door. What I like though is the fact if you're dog walkers, for instance, you can come through the garage, and you can come this way. You can also come around the side, bring your animals in, kids in, even if they've made too much mess, and you can dry them off here. Let them play out there. You've got the full, spectrum of village life. It's a lifestyle move, and you've got everything on your doorstep as well. There's amenities around you and other towns that work as well. So all in all, a really, really decent property this. I'm just going to quickly recap as well, so we'll go backwards or in reverse. Garage. Let's close this door, so personal door to the rear. This is your conservatory with a view over that beautiful aspect at the back there to the rear. Come back through this double glazed door. And again, you're greeted into this kitchen. I'm just going to close the door in behind me. So they have 2 beautiful house cats, and I mean beautiful house cats. They're little short-haired, British short-haired cats, into this dining room. Remember, you can open it up from this kitchen, or you can go out. Just some ideas, guys. Come back through. The stairs go upstairs, which we'll look at later. And then you're back through into this sitting room. Back through this door. And there's your cloakroom. And there's that entrance door that we mentioned earlier. So all in all, a very, very spacious ground floor accommodation. So I hope you've enjoyed the tour so far. Let's get upstairs. Let's look at those 4 bedrooms, bathroom, and those rear views. And as promised, we're just going to come from this living room back up those stairs. Oh, in case you wanted to wonder, guys, the boiler is actually under the stairs. So where that dining room is, they said there's an understairs cupboard. It's just tucked away in there. Double glazed window to the side elevation, and then you can just see how the landing just splits off. So there's some rooms in there: bathroom, bedroom, and bedroom. We've got a bedroom here. Let's go into this bedroom to start with. It's a double bedroom, double glazed window to that front elevation, radiator, little built-in wardrobe there. Decent boys' room, this one. Put your bed, plenty of extra bits and pieces for your desks over on this side. Little TV area there. And yeah, what we would call a double bedroom. So we won't number the bedrooms, there's 4, so this is one of the 4 bedrooms that are upstairs, but it's a good start. The radiator, like I said, goes along there, double glazed window, built-in wardrobe. Come back through to the landing area. There you can see access to loft space, which is quite important. I think it's partially boarded. Take your left here, and then you're into another bedroom. Second bedroom. Again, it's a double bedroom, bit longer, less width. Double glazed windows to the rear, radiator as well, but areas here where you can put freestanding, your bed in there, and little chest of drawers if you wanted to. And let me tease you now, because I think this is the pièce de résistance of the property. Sorry about my poor French, but look at that. Your garden is there, it's big enough anyway. You've got amenities around you. You've got fields up by the church. You can walk past 𝘀𝗲𝗃𝗃 Cottage and up that way. And then here you've got this woodland, and it actually does extend all the way there. You can start to see all the fields. Steep fields, but plenty and plenty of walking. It's a beautiful spot, that you have this at the rear. Very rarely now, you could go and buy a modern development, we all know that. But find one with parking that's off the road at this price. Find one with this rear aspect, and I think you'll struggle. I think this is a brilliant property to buy, especially if you want to be in a village. And villages like Bromham, they're very, very well sought after. So that's the second of the bedrooms. And now you can see 𝘆𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗴, one of the British short-hairs. Something's caught its attention. Probably thinking about food right now, aren't you? So he's ignoring me. That's the other side of the landing. As I'm just standing here, let's go into another bedroom. Single bedroom this. It's still one of the bedrooms. Let's call it bedroom 3 if you wanted to, because you've seen the other 2. Again, single bed goes in there. A bit of area there for freestanding. Radiator, double glazed window. I don't really need to tell you much more than that, because, it fits a bed. It will fit a human being, if you like. You can see a squirrel just running around there. Lots of nature. And again, now you can see more of that countryside over there to the left. I think that just obviously, sometimes the camera will do the talking. I don't need to say a lot. I think you can just see that and imagine yourselves here. And if you can imagine yourselves here, then this is the property for you. Stunning. But we're in the bedroom. Let's just cover off this bedroom. A little TV in the area there. It's one of the smaller of the 4 bedrooms, obviously. Bedroom nonetheless. Come back out. There's the other British. So there's 2 of them. Beautiful, beautiful 𝘆𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗆s. Lovely cats. Into the bathroom. Panel bath, low level WC, wash hand basin. That obscure double glazed window, it does bring in natural light. You can see there's no lights on here. Little display cabinet there. Look left, the cats aren't with this property, by the way. Chrome leather style radiator. Let's say hello to this cat. You gonna say hello? Here we are. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful cat. Bit of a posy you aren't you? Hey? There we go. Turn it around, and there you can see your shower cubicle as well. So like I said, panel bath, little splashback tiling, shower cubicle in here. Come back out through. There you see your low level WC panelled bath and wash hand basin and radiator. And last but not least, as we go through the main bedroom, you can see this side here, these are your wardrobes. These are built in. So you've got double wardrobes, a little wardrobe there. And then again, it's a decent sized double this. You've got your double bed. You've got freestanding display on each side. A little ottoman there. Chest of drawers. And a nice bigger picture window just to that front elevation. And again, if I step back, you can see there's no light on in here. It's just a decent double bedroom, this. You can change it. There will be things you change. You'll change the carpet. You'll change the decor. You might extend it. But remember those things I said earlier about the new roof? I asked them why they did it, and they just said it looked tired. So that's a big bonus. So you don't have to fiddle with the roof. There's a new roof on here. They mentioned the double glazing, that's new. When I say new, maybe a year, just over a year old, and the boiler as well. So there's a lot of things that have already been done, but they decided as they're moving, they don't really want to change the decor. Someone else will do that in terms of carpets. Someone might extend it if they want to, and this property does lend itself. Let's get outside just quickly though. We need to go out in that rear garden and take a look around. I'm just going to start going through this living room again. Love those two windows. I'm going to walk out this way just to show you the side access a minute. So we're going to go out this front door. Through the front door. Beautiful sunny day. Absolutely beautiful. I just want to take you into this front bit there because it's all enclosed, which is decent. And then down here, we'll go around the other way. There's a little storage shed there as well. Little gravelled area. And then what we can do, there's your carport, garage door, which we saw from the other side, and then open up this little side gate. There's a path that leads along, and then you're into the rear garden. You're into the heart of this garden here. I'm just going to let the camera do the talking. Sometimes it's just important because you can get a sense of feel of how quiet this really is. Nice attractive little seating area. Steps going down into the garden. And up there, you can see all the fields. They're just there to the left. Go into the garden, mainly later lawn. So this is the fencing of their kind of demarcation. There's a little step that goes in. If I pop the camera over here, there's just more things. You can make little areas for the kids, seats in there, and you've got full permission to do it. Like I said, that's the rear of the property. And there's part of me that thinks, you know, I know some of the neighbours have, that lends itself for another extension coming this way, but you could go in there as well, but it gives you an option. And that's our job, is to just demonstrate the possibilities of the home and give you some ideas as to what you could or you might want to do. And all in all, this is a decent 4-bed detached property with decent parking, actually ample parking for a couple of vehicles at least. Garage, partly been modernised with the roof, the boilers and the windows. And you know, you're in a stunning village called Bromham, which is like one of the nicest villages in the heart of Wiltshire. If there's any questions, give me a call. It's Nigel at 𝘆cie𝗂𝗿𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 Estate Agents on 01225 707 342. I hope you're well, and look forward to hearing from you.